Hey, my Dolphins fanatic friend, today I've got an urgent and bombastic update about the fifth-year contract option of our beloved quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. This information just landed straight from Chris Grier's desk, our GM. Check this out, my fellow Dolphin. The buzz is real, my fellow fanatics. Tua's heading into his fifth season, the final lap of his current contract, and the debate is on fire. The big question, should we lock him in for the long haul, or is it time to let him swim off into the sunset? Our general manager, Chris Grier, is waving the extension flag, and why wouldn't he? After all, he snagged Tua in the 2020 draft. But, hold your horses, Fin fans, not everyone is sold on this idea. Let's talk turkey and compare notes with Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert, the other QB hotshots from Tua's draft class. Burrow led the Bengals to the Super Bowl, talk about making waves. Herbert, on the other hand, got an extension, and some of us are scratching our heads about that. Maybe it's the charisma, maybe it's the arm, opinions vary like a tailgate menu. But let's get real for a sec. Tua made history by leading us to the playoffs and rocking a full season, a first for him. His arm proved it's more than just a beachside attraction, throwing career-high yards and touchdown passes. Yet, like a roller coaster ride, the last stretch of the season had us gripping the safety bar. December games were a bit like Miami weather, unpredictable. In the final 6 games, Tua tossed some TDs, but there were interceptions too, not exactly the recipe for a victory lap. Stats aside, we're not forgetting the injury bug buzzing around, especially with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle not at 100%. But, hey, this is the NFL, injuries happen, and our QB has to weather the storm. We've danced this dance before with Tannehill, and we don't want a repeat performance. No offense to Tannehill, but lessons learned, right? Let's peek over at the Ravens' playbook. They let Flacco play out his contract, and guess what? He soared in the playoffs, snagged a Super Bowl MVP, and earned that bag. Fast forward to Lamar Jackson, they played it cool with the 5th-year option and the franchise tag. Now, Jackson's steering his ship towards the Super Bowl. So, Dolphins faithful, what's the play here? Some argue for the extension, lowering the cap number, but hold onto your sun hats. Kicking the can down the road might be a risky poolside game. We don't want history repeating itself. Tua's got potential, no doubt, but he needs to prove he can shine in the big games before we start signing those hefty checks. Let's ride the tide of speculation, keep the conversation flowing, and hope our Dolphins make the right call. Stay tuned, Fin Nation, the off-season saga is just getting started.